my experience.
Jim Gladwell?
Yes, $70.
Jim Gladwell, a brilliant man, wonderful. He's got the largest dental lab in our country. Amazing, amazing fellow. He has an advertisement for his Bruxer crown. It says, "More brawn than beauty." I said, "Jim, you got it right. More brawn. It's stronger than beautiful." That's his advertisement.
Fala alto. So the question was, he's related to the cases. I showed two cases where the origin was at the margin, and he asked me if this is a coincidence or if they all break, starting from one margin and moving to the other side. If you have one piece, half a crown, and that the evidence is from a margin, it starts here because it's a bending moment. So the compression curve shows you where the tensile stress was moving and where the compression was. It's always from one side. I've never seen a multiple origin of two margins at the same time popping in from down going up both at the same time. I've never seen that. There was always a reason why it started from one side and moved to the other. But you also have fractures from the occlusal side downwards. And it can be beyond the chip. It can be a fracture from the occlusal side down to the gingival side. I've seen this with lithium disilicates. Lithium disilicate monolithic material, starting from the occlusal side, going all the way down. I've seen this with feldspathic bonded crowns over composite post and core, because the cusps, palatal and buccal cusps, were like this, and there was a main groove, very sharp in the middle, so it just wedged open the crown, and it cracked through like this. So you only have so many cases where it happened. It's either from the top to the bottom or from the margin to the outside, sometimes from the interface. But I have very rare cases. I must admit, I have never seen an interface, a real interface case. You have one or two pictures.
On the cement surface up, we have 3 or 4. But that was dicor mainly?
Right. So you have only 2 or 3, 4 modes of failure. And at the end, it doesn't matter which one it is. You just have to figure out, is this a pattern for a specific material? Is it all glass ceramics will fail like this? All alumina or zirconia will fail like this, and all whatever chips will fail like this? Yes, probably yes. But we need the whole world to collect so that we have hundreds, thousands of cases, and then we can build up a library and say, wrongdoing from the lab, wrongdoing from the material science, wrong processing, or just simply it's too weak for the mastication of the patient. That's it.
Another very interesting crown, it was in a clinical trial pre-commercialization, so this never went into practice. But Merman saw it in Zurich, we saw it in Connecticut, and it looked like a marble cake inside of the core material. And it was the lithium disilicate, an early chemistry version. And it turns out it was deposits of zinc. And the zinc makes the glass very high expansion contraction. And we saw that it would start in the core material near the porcelain and go from the outside there, and it was very clear. So this is a chemistry problem within the glass ceramic. again, you could identify it because of the fractography.
Coitadinhos, eles precisam do café lá.
Yeah, I just have to address one last question from the internet to you. It came after you stopped talking. It's Ugo Fidotti. He's at the Bauru Dental School. He wants a reference for vibe analysis itself and vibe analysis for lifetime prediction.
Yeah, Valori Weibel was the one who came up with this distribution, and he has a series of articles he has published. He has a kind of a review article of some of his earlier work that's typically referenced, called A Distribution of Wide Applicability, where he uses the Weibel distribution to look at strength of material, the size of ashes, fatigue lifetimes in metals, variety of things. But so what's the best way to do this if I want to send somebody a list of publications? Okay, so I will send the list of Weibel references to Dr. Cesar, and he can send that out to anybody who emails him a request.
Thank you. Thank you, Susanne, for your wonderful presentation. I just would like to thank you, the audience. Obrigado a todo mundo por ter ficado até agora e pelo apoio. Thank you, everybody, for staying up to now and for supporting the event. And a special thanks to all of you, professors who came and gave wonderful lectures. As I said in the beginning, it is very important for our graduate programs. So a big round of applause for all professors here.